Hello and good evening. My name is John. We're here playing The First. That's not my resolution. The the first The First Tree, um, by David Whale. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Released in September 2017. This is part of my Steam cleaning series where I game in a Steam library. Eventually, then arbitrarily rate and or review them at the playtime. I don't quite know the thing is that random. Why does it say I played this? I don't think I played this. If I played... This looks... You know, I'm going to say new game. I don't think I played this. Like, the settings weren't saved. Yeah, arbitrarily rate and or review at the replay time. I don't quite know this game, so the game's at random. New game! It's bound to happen eventually. I play a game where I go like, I don't think I played this, and then it turns out I have played this. But like, according to Steam, I've not reviewed this. Right? Yeah, I've not reviewed this on Steam. I don't have any record of it. Well, there's a lot of trees there. I don't know which one's the first tree. Oh, I'm a fox. Double jump in the fox.
Are you awake?
Yes.
I thought I heard you get up.
Yeah, I'm awake. Sorry, I just can't sleep.
Are you thinking about him?
Yeah, a bit. You should get back to sleep, my love. I'm fine.
No, it's okay. What else is on your mind?
I don't know. It seems weird, but I had one of the most vivid dreams of my life. I saw a fox on a snowy mountain, just looking confused and worried. Those eyes. I can't get those eyes out of my head. She was running in the windy snow, looking for something.
Do you think it has to do with you and what's been going on?
I don't know. It was just a dream, Rachel. They're not meant to make sense. A lot's happened the past couple days, that's all.
Well, if you're not going to sleep anyway, you should tell me. I want to hear.
All right.
As I've earned achievements. Oh no.
So, not far from her home, she followed that path to something unexpected.
What?
She couldn't stay, though. She had to find her other two children. So she took that path. She followed it towards something ancient. Something with answers.
Massive zoom out. The First Tree, late title card. No, I played Tree. Wisdom Tree. I've not posted. I feel like maybe I just played this game one time. Not reviewed. Don't have it in my list, so we'll find out.
Fox looked high and low, searching for any sign of her cubs. Points of light showed the way to this ancient tree.
The First Tree.
It was as if each one had a story to tell, all their own. The land was trying to tell my story, too. I felt like I was right behind her the whole time.
What if flower but a fox? So, I know it's probably the visual style or something, but like the height map of these mountains is too jaggedy. It doesn't look real. I know that's a minor thing to point out and go, well, that's, who cares? I don't know. It just, It's discordant. Everything else is smoother, it's softer, and then those mountains look like you could shave on how sharp those edges are. I'm a fox. I'm a fox. I'm a fox, fox.
Do you remember what my dad did for a living?
Wasn't he like a lumberjack?
That's one way of putting it. If wood was a canvas, then a carving knife was his paintbrush. Even after working a 50-hour week, even after his hands were more splinters than skin, he would bring home the nicest piece of Alaskan weeping cedar and make me toys. That wooden train was the first toy I can remember, and I loved it. I just knew from a young age I was going to be a lumberjack, like my father.
I don't think he was. So I'm curious what the symbolism is between the fox and the story. Like, plenty of games tell a story even slow, with narrative overtures, but like you have to then ask, why choose a fox? Why not have any other conveyance for the story's goal? The fact that it's counting these stars makes me wonder, like, is there a goal for that? Okay, this is where I picked up when I started this before. Maybe I tried, but I don't remember. I didn't keep my video settings though, so why would I keep a save game? Unless I played it from like ages and ages ago. When was this? Was this 2017? Yeah, that can't be. I've had this computer since. I think I'm just losing my mind. Jumping does slow you down. Good to know. And when you play one of these, ooh, what the? Security camera. Okay. When you play one of these games, you also have to wonder, like, what does the space mean when you're traversing space? You know, it implies passage of time. It implies psychological distance. You know, why?
He was working
Why
another
choose that?
late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they'd come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us send a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Okay, so we're a troublemaker. Butterflies power up our jumps. Oh. Okay. Recovery. Womp womp. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't have full. Oh, the camera movement's really slow. I do have camera control, it's just really slow. The music's kind of nice. Relaxed, chill vibes. I like the butterflies. Alright, once I go in this valley, I don't think I'll be able to get back up. What is this over here? That's the... Barber shop. I think that when you do a game that's this traversal heavy, you need to put a little more effort in making the traversal maintain good pacing and spacing.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough, it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? It surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
Maybe? Very rumbly waterfall. Alright. More barbershop. Do I need butterflies to get up this hill here? Like, the struggle tends to always be for me is, what is the intent here? Is the intent to, you know, I need 3 butterflies? Oh my goodness. Is the intent here for me to learn the story or to accomplish jumping puzzles? And it seems like the intent right now is to accomplish jumping puzzles, which generally not that enjoyable. Alright, so I need to get this jump to get them. And then I can get these, which bring me from 3 to 6. And then I can get these, which will bring me from 6 to 9. Alright, now if I tap the button now, I lose minutes of progress and I stop the game forever.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was, and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush, unable to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over.
I had to
That was
collect
my only
9
goal for a
butterflies.
long time.
Whoa, I'm slipping. Womp womp. Womp womp.
If there was some way I could take my love of drawing and turn it into a way of escape, nothing would make me happier. I wanted to create instead of tearing trees down. I wanted to move to the lower 48, not because I hated it there in Alaska, but I hated the idea of it. It's like all of that spite inside me had created this monster which followed me around my whole teenage years. I put so much energy into doing what others didn't expect of me. Why did I do that?
There's one fact you're forgetting, though. If you didn't have that fire in you, we probably would have never met.
You're absolutely right. Maybe the destination is all that matters in the end. But then why am I awake? Why am I seeing this fox go on her journey? And why can't I stop thinking about my dad?
Oh no, why is it fading out? Why is it loading? Oh. I think it uses a good set of color palettes and generally overall strong intents, but whoa. Why is that tree in the background rising? I don't know if that's visible enough. There was definitely a tree folding upwards. Maybe it's just like when it comes. Oh, maybe it's slow lotting. Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm done. I think it's one of those experiences where you have to kind of just like sit back and want to, speaking of, go at their own pacing, and because it's so far between plot beats and stuff, I find that the pacing is going to be just a little bit off for me. Especially, it feels like there's a lot of stuff that can be missed, which is kind of mind-boggling. Right there. Yar. Oh. Okay. The first tree, the lumberjack story. Cheers.